Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to our Rizal class. Today, we are given the question, why is Rizal is our national hero? Why he is the one that we chosen over the other candidates for that title? Join us as we use mathematics to prove that Jose P. Rizal is our national hero. To understand it better, we will have a comparison between math and Rizal concepts. In order to do that, we need to follow 4 steps. First, we need to present our theorem. Theorem is a formula or statement that can be proved from other formulas or statements. In math part, the example of theorem is A and B is F less C. In Rizal, we have the theorem Jose P. Rizal is national hero. Second step is translate these words into equation. Equation is a statement that two expressions are equal. So, we have A plus B is equal to F minus C. In Jose P. Rizal equals national hero. To make this step possible, we put value in each letter. So we have A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, and so on. Until we reach Z is equal to 26, then the word is equal to equal sign, then the point in the middle initial is equivalent to 1 point. Therefore, we form the equation from A plus B is equal to F minus C in numerical term as 1 plus 2 is equal to 6 minus 3. In Jose Rizal part, Jose P. Rizal is equal to national hero. So, we put the value in each letter. So, we have J 10, O 15, S 19, E 5, P 16, point in the middle initial as 1 point, R is equal to 18, I 9, Z is equal to 26, A is equal to 1, then N is equal to 12. For the word national hero, we have N 14, A 1, T 20, I 9, O 15, N 14, A 1, L 12, H 8, E 5, R 18, then O is 15. Next step is building connection and exploring possibilities. In math, we did not stay or rely on everything that is given, but instead, we explore and connect events. In math, we did graph, equation, and trial and error. In Rizal, we're getting the facts from events by trivia that are mentioned or related ideas from 4 reading materials that are: first, criteria for a hero from National Hero Institute; second, who made Rizal the foremost hero; third, veneration without understanding; and the last is Rizal law. With that, let's hear the presentation of each group, and we start with group 1.
Criteria for a hero from National Heroes Committee. Proving why Dr. Jose Rizal is the national hero in the equation Jose P. period. Hello everyone, this is from group 1, proving why Rizal is our national hero. Using Jose P. and the period, derive from Rizal's name and initial into our equation, and making them into variables having their equivalent numbers in the alphabet, and combine them, which makes the letters from the Jose is equals to 1,015,195. And the P combining the period is equal to 161. First, we use the given data that we gathered, which is the date of the issue enacted by President Del Ramos in the Executive Order number 75, entitled Creating the National Heroes Committee under the Office of the President. That was on March 28, 1993, and the dates of the National Heroes Committee meetings of criteria for the National Hero, which were on June 3, 1993, August 19, 1993, September 12, 1994, November 15, 1995, that are multiplied the numbers of months, days, plus years is equals to 1,050,749. And now, second, using the birthdays of the 6 members from the National Heroes Committee, the first search and done in the exact dates of their birthdays from the internet and using the same method, which was used in the first step, getting 12,402. Third, we added the birth years of the 9 candidates for the National Heroes Committees, namely Jose Rizal on 1861, Andres Bonifacio on 1863, Emilio Aguinaldo in 1869, Apolinario Mabini in 1864, Marcelo H. Del Pilar in 1815, Sultan Dipatuan Gudarat on 1581, Juan Luna on 1857, Melchor Aquino on 1812, and Gabriela Sila on 1731, which get a sum of 160,288. Fourth, issued by General Emilio Aguinaldo, declaring that December 30 of every year a day of national mourning in honor of Dr. Jose Rizal and other victims of the Philippine Revolution on the decree of December 20, 1898, also using the same method gets 2,138. Fifth, enacted by the Philippine Legislature with the Act number 3827, declaring that the last Monday of August every year as National Heroes Day on October 28, 1931 would get 2,211. Sixth is the National Heroes Committee recommendation date. The following 9 individuals to be recognized as national heroes on November 15, 1995 with the same method as well gets 2,106. Lastly, for the letters Jose, well not use previous method but multiplying the number of members of Rizal's family, including him getting 13, then adding it to the product of the number of members in the National Heroes Committees and the 9 candidates as a national hero, getting 81. We add this to 86 plus 81 is equals to 367. In all, and subtracted it by the number of girlfriends or lovers of Rizal, had which 12 of them getting the total of 305. Adding all the total numbers from the second step up to the last getting the sum of 35,199, then subtracting it to the total number from the first step, which is 1,015,195. which we get the total combined equivalent of the variables said. Next, we would get the results initial in the period 161. Adding the ages both of results, parents Francisco Mercado and Teodora Alonso. When they died, gets the total number of 166. Then, subtracting it by the age of conception, or Concha, who is the little sister of Rizal, that died at the tender age of 3. Who was very close to him and also his playmate. And probably because of their 1-year age difference, and the 3 animals that was named after him called the Acogonia rizali, a type of small beetle, Draco rizali, which is a species of flying dragon or lizard, and Rhacophorus rizali, which is a species of a toad, so that makes the difference of Rizal's parents' age that were added and combined numbers of conscious age, and the animals that were named after him, that adding the Philippine currency of 1 peso coin, which was Rizal's face in card, it getting 161 for the equivalent of the initial P and the period. So all in all, we get the correct equivalence of the variables Jose and P and the period on how to prove why Rizal is our national hero in the equation, getting both the numbers 1,015,195 and 161.
Good morning, everyone. We are the Group 2, and we're here to present the information we've gathered regarding the topic, what made Rizal our foremost hero. We have 7 trivias, and it will be discussed later, and the numbers we presented will serve as our given in the equations we made to come up with the name Rizal. Now, let's start. The first trivia. In the year 1883, Jose Rizal had a frightful nightmare. He saw himself die in that dream, but he was not affected by what he saw. Instead, he continued fighting. Rizal is such a brave man despite the fact that his life is in danger. He still pursues his desire to help his fellow Filipinos. Now, we have given let A is equals to 1883. The second and third trivia. Did you all know that Rizal has 63 abilities? Unlike any other hero, they can't surpass what Rizal has. And that's not all. He knew 22 languages, while we can only learn 3 to 4 languages. This only proves that Rizal is a very intelligent man. It is an attitude that a brave hero should possess. He fought using what he knows and never shed a blood for it. He was admired by his fellow heroes and was not idolized by Andres Bonifacio. Let B is equals to his abilities, which is 63, and G, which is equals to 22 languages. The fourth is, during his childhood, he was 14 years old that time. Rizal was able to build a 9-inch statue. Let C is equals to 9-inch statue at the age of 14. The fifth trivia. So let E is equals to, when Dr. Jose Rizal was exiled in Dapitan, he immersed himself with the study of nature. He also spent time teaching children in Dapitan. Together with his students, he was able to discover numerous species of birds, butterflies, snakes, insects, and over 340 shells. Rizal sent species of plants, insects, and animals for identification to the Anthropological and Ethnographical Museum of Dresden. He received high praise and recognition from the European scientists for his rare discoveries, 3 of which was named after him. Draco Rizali, a small lizard known as a flying dragon. Apogonia rizali, a rare kind of beetle, and a Rhacoporus rizali, a peculiar frog species. The fifth trivia. So let E is equals to 3 species that he discovered. The sixth trivia. Just like what I have mentioned a while ago, Rizal has statued at a very young age, and as he grows old, he was able to make 40 more sculptures all in all. It is because of his big interest in art and sculptures. So let F is equals to 40 sculptures. The seventh trivia. Our national hero is very talented indeed. And now we're down to our last, but not the very least trivia, which tackles about his tragic death. It is a common knowledge of Rizal's death place. He has shot dead, and not all of us knows what really happened. The day Rizal died were 8 Filipino soldiers and 8 Spanish soldiers, but only 1 bullet hit Rizal, and it was from a Filipino soldier. So let D is equals to 8 Filipino or American soldiers. So we can get the given according to the number that was tackled a while ago. Let A is equals to the year of his frightful nightmare, which is 1883. B is equals to total abilities, which is 63. C is equals to 9 inches statute at the age of 14. 9 plus, which gives us 9 plus 14 is equals to 23. D is equals to 8 Filipino soldiers. E is equals to 3 species. F is equals to 40 sculptures. And G is equals to 22 languages. And now, let's proceed to the equation. So our formula is B raised to 4 plus A squared minus E raised to 10 plus D raised to 5 plus C raised to 4 plus F times G. So we're going to substitute each letter. So for B is equals to total ability, so we have 63 raised to 4. For A squared, we have 1,883 cubed minus E, which is 3 species, so we have 3 raised to 10. And then letter D, which is 8 Filipino soldiers, so we have now 8 raised to 5. And then C is equals to 9 inches status at the age of 14, 9 plus 14, so we have 23 raised to 4, plus F, which is the 40 sculptures, so we have 40 times the 22 languages, which is 22. So we may now simplify. So 63 raised to 4 is equals to 15,752,961 plus 1,883 raised to 3 is equals to 3,545,689 minus 3 raised to 10, which is equals to 59,049 plus 8 raised to 5 plus 32,768. Then 23 raised to 4 is equals to 279,841, and F times G, which is 40 times 22, is equals to 880. So as we solve, we got 19,298,650 minus 372,538. And we now get the value 18,926,112. So 18. So based on the corresponding letter, the value of 18 is R, the value of 9 is I, the value of 26 is letter Z, the value of 1 is A, and the value of 12 is L.
Other talents. For us, Rizal is really talented person because of the age of 3. He can teach his younger sister of what he learned from his older sister. It is also said that Rizal possessed a particular talent which influenced the style of the period was accident. But he is really talented in different fields. He is a writer, sculptor, scientist, doctor, etc. How can they say that those talents are just an accidental? Again, the value of our letter N is 14. Next is letter A. To find the value of letter A, here are some trivias. Year 1901, Governor William Howard Taft said that the Philippines should have a national hero. So December 28, 1946, Philippine Commission had a meeting regarding the national hero of the Philippines that led by Parto de Tavera and Luzuriaga. And that day is the start of Rizal Day that we celebrating every 30th of December. Rizal was provoked by them because they acknowledged Rizal's bravery of disclosing of how abusive the Spaniards to our country and our countrymen through his novel, No Le Tangere el Filibusterismo, that he finished on year 1886. So to get the value of A, let X be 1901. Let 1886 be Y. Formula, X minus Y is over 30 over 2. Solution, substitute 1901 to X and 1886 to Y. 1901 minus 1886 divided by 30 over 2. 30 over 2. 30 divided by 2 is 15, and 1901 minus 1886 is also 15. So A is equal to 15 over 15. Then divide 15 by 15, then letter A is 1. Where 30 is the Rizal Day. And 2 are the people who promote Rizal Day. Let us proceed to the third letter, which is T, equal to 20. To come up with number 20, we don't need to solve anything. We just need to use the concept that happened in August 20, 1887, the day when Governor General Emilio Terrero requested a copy of Rizal novel, The Noli Me Tangere, to find out if this novel was really subversive and inciting people to rebellion against the government. And he found out that there is nothing worry about the novel. While in finding the fourth number, which is letter I, is equal to 9, we first search the following trivia. According to the book entitled Rizal the Icon, Rizal has many faces. There are 48 professions or roles he acquired, and these are the following. He is a model as he acted as a character several times in Juan Luna's masterpiece. Agriculturist, as he has a farm in Dapitan. Animal lover, anthropologist, ascetic, book lover, botanist, businessman, cartographer, chess player, comic writer, commentator, and many more. Overall, 48 faces. He wrote 2 novels entitled Noli Me Tangere, which means Touch Me Not, from the Bible verse John 20 verse 17 by Jesus to Mary Magdalene when she recognized him after his resurrection. A novel which revealed the tyrant treatment of Spanish government, and it is a work of art dedicated to motherland. And El Filibusterismo, which means the reign of greed, a sequel of Noli Me Tangere dedicated to Gomburza and the work of the mind. He also wrote the 2 important literary works while he was exiled in Dapitan. The Hymn to the Lisay, which speaks hope for tomorrow despite of late education, a poem he ordered to sing by his pupils, and Mi Retiro serves as autobiography of Rizal in Dapitan. And his 2 poems pointing the word of education entitled Through Education the Country Receives Light, and the intimate alliance between religion and good education. And now, add all the number mentioned, which is 48 plus 2 plus 2 and plus 2 equal 54. Then divide this to 6, which represents the 6th national hero of being revolutionaries, namely George Washington for US, Lenin for Soviet Union, Bolivar for Latin America, Sun Yat-sen, Mao Zedong for China, and Ho Chi Minh for Vietnam, according to veneration without human understanding. Therefore, 54 divided by 6 is 9, which is now the value of our letter I. Now let us listen on how to find the 5th letter, which is O, based on the given statement. According to veneration without understanding, in 1896, Rizal declared his condemnation against revolution, while in 1901, William Howard Taft suggested that the Filipinos be given a national hero. According at these 3 acts enacted as honoring Rizal, Act number 137 organized politico-military district of Morong and named it the province of Rizal. Act number 243 authorized a public subscription for erection of the monument in honor of Rizal at Luneta. And Act number 345, which set aside the anniversary of his death as a day of observance. And to get the value of O, which is 15, like solving word problems in mathematics, we must first create an equation by letting 1901 be x, a year when William Howard Taft suggested to Philippine Commission that the Filipinos be given a national hero, and let 1896 be the why when Rizal addressed the Filipino people declaring his condemnation against revolution, and a constant which is 3 from number of acts being enacted as honor to Rizal. Thus, we get O is equal to 3x minus 3y. Second step is to substitute the given value of x and y. Notice that we subtract y from x since 1896 seems has a negative impact. We get O is equal to 3 times 1901 minus 3 times 1896. Multiply using distributive property of multiplication, then simplify. O is equal to 5,703 minus 5,688. Subtract the two terms, then we get O is equal to 15. And finally, to get the value letter L, which is 12, let us pay an attention to this trivia. According to Veneration Without Understanding by Renato Constantino, Rizal said to be an American sponsored hero. However, our historian said that on December 20, 1896, at the revolutionary capital at Malolos, President Aguinaldo issued the first official proclamation making December 30 of the year as Rizal Day. Thus, Rizal was recognized as a national hero by the First Philippine Republic 6 years before the alleged proclamation of William Howard Taft. As you notice, guys, the value of our last letter is 12, which comparable to our last month of year, which is December. Most of the months that recognizes Rizal's greatness. To relate this in mathematics, it can be considered as one of the measure of central tendency. It's the mode that has highest frequency and commonly used. Therefore, we got the value of corresponding number of a word national, which is N for 14, 1 for A, 20 for T, 9 for I, 14 for O, 12 for L.
Let us now proceed to the word hero. We like to explain why Jose Rizal is a national hero. We connect all reference about Rizal law to prove why Rizal is a national hero. First, we will find the value of H in the word hero. And based on the Rizal law, June 12, 1956, the day President Ramon Magsaysay signed the Republic Act 1425 based on the corresponding number of letters in the alphabet. We add all the letters and the sum of letter is 2,537. It was written specifically for the youth who have lost their sense of nationalism, and all the letters and the sum of all letters is 2,106. Then we add the letters of the word Rizal. It was written specifically for the youth who have lost their sense of nationalism, and the total is 2,106. And based on the corresponding number of the letter sum, we divide the word hero to the sum of all letters that can get the difference of the Republic Act and the second meaning of the Republic Act. So this is 2,537 minus 2,106 is equals to 431. And the answer 431 will be minus 266, which is the total of the word Rizal, and the answer will be 365. And the answer here will be divided to 46, which is the corresponding number to the word hero. The answer now is 7.9, and we rounded it off to 8. So all in all, 8 is the corresponding number of the letter H, which is based on the Rizal law. And now let us go to the letter E. E is equals to 5, and June 12, 1956, when Rizal law was created, so basically it was almost 5 decades ago when it was literally created. And now let us go to the letter R. Okay, so according to the Republic Act 1425, we have to consider the 6 respective sections of the Republic Act 1425 that includes Rizal's life, works, and writings in the curricular of all public and private schools, college, and universities. In Section 3, the translation of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo into 3 English, Tagalog, and principal Philippine dialect. So we simply multiply 6 times 3 is equals to 18, which is the letter R to the word hero. So the next one, we have the letter O. The letter O corresponds to the number 15, as stated again in the RA 1425, Section 1. The board shall within 60 days from the effectivity of this act promulgate rules and regulations, and the said rules and regulations shall take effect within 30 days after their publication in the official gazette. In order to come up with the number 15, we subtract 30 from 60 and their difference will be divided to 2, which represents the famous novels Rizal had written, which are the Noli Me Tangere and the El Filibusterismo. So this is the equation, 60 minus 30. The answer is 30, and 30 divided by 2 is equals to 15, which is the letter O. So we have another equation, year 1425 and 1956. In the word hero, we solve the letter O, which is equivalent to 15 in the alphabet. As we all know, Republic Act 1425 is known as Rizal Law, approved on June 12, 1956. What we did, we used the 1425, which is the law, and the year 1956. We used the equation negative w plus 9x plus 5y minus 6z is equals to 15. Then, we apply the substitution process. The given are w is equals to 1, x is equals to 4, y is equals to 2, and z is equals to 5. Substitution. Negative 1 plus 9 times 4 plus 5 times 2 minus 6 times 5 is equals to 15. Simplify. Negative 1 plus 9 times 4 is equals to 36 plus 5 times 2 is equals to 10 minus 6 times 5 equals to 30 is equals to 15. Negative 1 plus 36 is equals to 35 plus 10 minus 30 is equals to 15. 35 plus 10 is 45 minus 30 is 15. So 15 is equals to 15, which is the letter O as corresponds to the word hero.
After hearing all the given trivias and derivation, we have a strong connection between these numbers in the names of Jose P. Rizal. Our next step is simplify. In math, simplify 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 and 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. We add all the numbers or the equivalent of the letters. So in Jose, we have 49. In P, with point, that is 17. Rizal, in the word Rizal, we have 66. In the word national, we have 86. Then hero, we have 46. After that, we sum up this side. 49 plus 17 plus 66 is equal to 132. In this side, 86 plus 46 is equal to 132. So, we proved the equation. But, there's more. We need to justify the value that we get. Next step is justify. We need to justify the equation that we get. So, we also made the same step in other nominees of national hero, and we arrived Marcelo H. del Pilar is equal to 153, Andres D. Bonifacio is equal to 140, Melchora D. Aquino is is equal to 149. Apolinario M. Mabini is equal to 172. Juan N. Luna is equal to 109. Maria Josefa Gabriela C. Silang is equal to 219. And last, Emilio F. Aguinaldo is equal to 146. With that, we can proceed to our last step. Now, we can conclude that even in mathematical way, only the name Jose P. Rizal has the same value, hence has the right to claim the title of national hero. That's all.